Hello, this is Bill with Grids for Life again. Thank you for watching this video and coming to my channel. Before I go into any further videos, if you do want to check out any previous grids I have made, I have an Instagram page and TikTok that you can certainly check out if you wish. I wanted to elaborate a little bit more though. Other than just taking pictures of grids I've made with a description, I really felt led to create a channel where I can create videos, where I can talk about my process and create a space for meditation, contemplation upon your intentions. When I create, or I should say, my relationship with stones and crystals, I use them as tools. I have a very deep respect for the earth and for the manifested creation that we live in. And I truly believe that everything that we need is available to us. And most importantly is our intention, our focus. We are here. You are here. You are called here in this time and space. It isn't an accident, as far as I'm concerned. And my relationship to stones and crystals, I really want to kind of get that across at the beginning here. They're a hot topic, if you will, in New Age circles, where some people that are not associated with them may view them as very woo-woo, very New Age, very magic. And in some places, some people may distance themselves from stones and crystals. Aside from finding them beautiful, the idea that there's some type of energy associated with them can turn a lot of people off. And I truly want to set a groundwork here of understanding that everything is energy, right? Everything is vibration, frequency. The earth itself supplies various minerals and elements that support the world that we live in. In fact, we ourselves, our very flesh, blood, and bones are made of those exact minerals that are in the earth. We are extensions of the earth itself. Gaia, if you will, the embodiment of life and created energy, has an abundance of incredible stones, crystals, minerals within it that we as humans can use as tools, as embodiments of aspects of creation that we can tap into. It's one thing to have an idea, a prayer, a thought, a hope, a dream, but there's also something powerful in something having tangible that I can put my intent in as a reminder of those goals, to keep me grounded, to keep me accountable for my focus. And the beautiful thing about these stones and crystals is they happen to fall into place of the chakra centers, the color spectrum. Every color you can think of is created in the earth. And the fantastic thing, which I find so incredible, is these stones and crystals, they take millions of years to create themselves in the depths of the earth where light never penetrates. So some aspects of these stones have been hidden for millions of years until a human, through mining or digging, extracts a crystal or a stone from the earth, and all of a sudden light hits it for the first time in millions of years, and all of a sudden it's bright red or purple or green. An aspect of it that was hidden forever since it's created. It was just an aspect of its properties that were never fulfilled until a human reached into the earth, pulled it out, and saw it with our eyes. Because again, color spectrum that we see is again created by our eyes. So I don't know, I just find it very fascinating that something that is millions of years old, that took so long to be created, had these hidden properties that had no use, no value, while it was buried in the earth. And how much of the earth is created of those kind of minerals and crystals and stones that never see the light of day, literally. And that we mine and unearth these gems that sparkle with life, that happen to fit perfectly into the spectrum of the 7 colors that we see, that again happen to align with how we have structured our idea of the chakra system of our own bodies. We are made of those minerals. I don't know. I'm rambling, but I find a very deep connection to the stones and minerals of the earth itself in our very body systems, and that alignment, that they emit their own energy, if you will. Everything is energy and vibration, frequency. Everything has its own properties that it is naturally just emitting into the world. There's no power or energy within it that is a superpower. This channel is not about magic in the sense of that these, grab an amethyst and it will do this for you. It'll change your life. It will have these dramatic effects. The essence of the energies that I'm going to be talking about are very subtle. You have to bring your intention, your awareness, your desire, your focus into it. They're just tools. Yes, they're just rocks. They're just stones. Somebody who doesn't care about them can pick it up, look at it, and say, that's pretty, and throw it away. It's not going to change your life, right? You change your life. You are the one that brings the power, that focuses your energy. And it's very helpful to find a stone that you intuitively find beautiful. Beauty is divine. Your appreciation of beauty is one of the closest things that you have to appreciating God, for understanding who you are. Beauty is divine. And that may change. One day you may find some flower beautiful, and a few months later you may find it kind of boring. Your appreciation does change. Same thing with crystals and stones. Something may resonate with you. You may be drawn to a certain crystal or stone and find it absolutely beautiful without knowing anything about it. It doesn't matter. The fact that you are attracted to it tells you something, that you are resonating with that frequency. It's giving you something. It's supporting you in some way. Those subtle energies are what I'm working with on a daily basis. And I've come to understand intuition is everything. Your impressions, what vibes with you, are tools that we can then take our prayerful, meditative placement, our imagination, our dreams. It's so easy to fill our time with heady upper chakra stuff and then go about our day being distracted and not connect back with those intentions that we had. And I find it a helpful tool to find a crystal or a stone, or in my case, creating a grid, actually taking intentional time and space to organize something creative and beautiful with stones and crystals that support a specific intention or prayer that I have. And in that activity of me taking the time to intentionally, mindfully focus on a specific intention, reach into my intuition, and my feelings on how something makes me feel in picking specific stones or crystals that I feel resonate with that intention. And then actively creating a creative, artistic expression of that embodiment, if you will, of that intention that includes the fulfillment of that manifestation, of that need, of that desire. That whole process is sacred. I'm creating a space where I'm mindfully connecting to myself, to my heart, to what I wish to manifest, my intuition, my feelings. I'm feeling connected to whatever that desire is. I'm then creating a grid, an image that is a prayerful representation, a symbol that I'm putting my focus into, that I can put trust in. Because once I step back from it, I can look at it as a reminder. You can keep a grid up for a day or a month or however long you wish to. It's a reminder of that intention, of that sacred space that you created with your intention, with your focus, with your trust, with your hopes, with your dreams. They're just tools. You are the one that's giving your focus, giving your intention, giving your trust to the universe, to God, to fill that hope, that faith. As just a reminder, they're very subtle vibrations, they're harmonies. I actually look at them as music in stone, personally, like a chord. I'm selecting specific notes to play together as a musical chord, playing that intention, playing that manifestation. So say I keep it up for a month, and every time I walk by it, I'm reminded of that intention, that time that I spent. And the more time that we spend with focused energy, connecting to an emotion, it allows us to bring that into our daily lives. That's all this is. There's no magic or power beyond our intention. And more importantly, our imagination, our intuition, our feeling, to allow us to tap in to something far deeper, to receive that which we may feel is lacking, to be filled, to be uplifted, and to be grateful. Because to be honest with you, grids, crystals, stones, they're pretty. They can be. Some are more attractive than others, but there's nothing like having a prayer stone or something in my pocket that when I feel anxious or stressed, I can just reach into my pocket and be reminded, oh, that's right, there's strength available. There's peace available. And that alters and shifts my perspective. It isn't the stone necessarily overpowering me and changing everything. It's just a reminder. I'm aligning, harmonizing with that frequency, with that energy. It's just a support. That's all this is. You create that power. So, welcome again. I know that was a bit of a ramble, but I kind of just wanted to share that. Because to be honest with you, stones and crystals are not necessarily designed for just New Age people. These are elements, minerals, stones, crystals, fossils, shells, very beautiful creations of the earth that have been around with us forever, that we can use as tools. These are not necessarily New Age implements, something to be afraid of or weary of. They've been around here longer than we have. We're just using them with gratitude. A kinship. We're all minerals. We're made of the same thing. We're earth. If I can use them in a prayerful, meditative, respectful attitude, they can only amplify my intent from a pure space. They're gifts from God, allowing us to strengthen our connection to our intention, our intuition, and our creativity. So again, welcome to Grids for Life. I hope that kind of settles your nerves a bit, that this place is for everyone. Whether you are atheist, don't believe in God, but you certainly understand that minerals have frequencies, or you're a Christian. This works with Christianity as well. Because your prayer, it's one thing to just pray and put your intent into the air, sending it to God, sending it to the universe. It's very easy to be distracted then, right? Life pulls you in different directions. Your words have power, but your words have more power when you're focusing them on something physical, an activity, an action that ties you to that shifted, higher space that we all wish to be in. An acceptance, a reminder there's nothing wrong with embodying a specific prayer or an intention into a creative outlet that you can look on as a reminder of that prayer, of that meditation, of that intention, of that manifestation. It's all the same. And I find great assistance in putting a prayer or a mindful focus into something tangible, rather than just words in the air and then I go with my day. I'd rather put the words in my air into something I can see, something I'm physically interacting with. Helps me, and I hope it helps you. So thank you for listening to this ramble. Welcome to Grids for Life. If you do have any specific intention, please put it in the comments. I am more than willing to work with you and actually connect with you on that intention. Understand where you're at, and then feed my own intention into creating a grid for you so that you can share in it. I do understand when it comes to grids, some people may be collectors and appreciators of crystals and stones. They may have a small collection, but it does require some type of an investment to buy multiple stones and crystals so that you have a library, if you will, available to you to make a grid. I understand that is a step that some people aren't at yet. They may have a few crystals that they vibe with. It's fantastic. When it comes to a grid, you don't need many. A grid can just be one crystal if you put your focus and attention on it, right? Put it in a place where you can see it, or something tumbled stone that you can put in your pocket. That's powerful as a talisman, as a reminder, as something physical that you can go back to. Like mala stones, a rosary, something that you can tangibly touch as a reminder to connect. I'm lucky enough to have a nice collection of stones and crystals at my disposal, and I love creating grids. So if you have an intention, share it with me with your consent, permission. I'd be happy to create a grid for you and share that. That way you can go through that process with me, because that's another powerful thing. Creating grids is not a quick thing necessarily. You don't just throw things together. You focus on an intention. You intuitively select those stones and crystals that vibe with that intention. You then allow your creativity to create an image, a design of the grid itself. And then you take a moment of prayerful programming. You program that grid with your focused intention. But I always tie it to prayer, because if I'm asking something within this world to harmonize to my intention, I'm reaching to God, I'm reaching to the universe, I'm reaching to that source energy, that consciousness that underlies all. to harmonize and align the intention and energies here to support that intention, right? There's a process there. It requires time, it requires an inventory of stones and crystals, and I happen to have both. So I'm very happy to use that at my disposal, at your disposal, to share with your intention, to create grids, to go through that process, to allow you then to take time during that day to focus on your intention, to see me putting those grids together, helping you, if you wish to create your own grids, to understand that process, at least how I do it. But there's something powerful in taking time to meditate on your own intentions, to focus on those outcomes that we wish, to connect to ourselves on a deeper level. And these stones and crystals and grids are just manifestations of those beautiful intentions that we have. So again, thanks for listening. Welcome to Grids for Life. If you do have any comments, please share them. If you have any specific intentions that you want me to assist with, to connect with, and to spend my time and focus on creating a grid for you, please share that as well. Thank you.